Ever wondered how your favorite video games came to be? How did we go from simple 2D shapes to complex immersive worlds in a matter of decades? Well, it all started with a humble little game called Pong. Released in the early 70s, Pong was simplicity itself, 2 paddles and a ball. But this basic game laid the groundwork for everything that was to come. From there, the world of gaming started to expand. With technological limitations being a major hurdle, the game designers of yesteryears had to get creative. Games like Space Invaders took the concept of Pong, added a layer of complexity, and brought in elements of strategy. It was a game that required quick reflexes and even quicker thinking, pushing the boundaries of what was possible with the technology of the time. These early games were constrained by the technology they were built with. They were simple, 2D shapes, often monochromatic, and yet, they were revolutionary. They represented a new form of entertainment, a new way to engage with technology, and ultimately, a new way to tell stories. As technology advanced, so did the complexity of the games. We started to see games with more depth, more color, and more complexity, pushing the boundaries of what was possible in a video game. And so the world of video games as we know it began to take shape. From these humble beginnings, we would eventually get to the rich, immersive worlds we explore in today's games. So, in the blink of an eye, we went from bouncing a tiny pixel between 2 paddles to exploring vast digital landscapes. As technology advanced, so did our means of playing games. Enter the gaming console. The dawn of home gaming consoles marked a significant shift in the landscape of video games. Until then, games were restricted to arcades and computers, but consoles opened up a whole new world of possibilities. They were not mere machines, they were gateways to fantastical realms and epic adventures, all from the comfort of our homes. The Atari 2600, one of the first consoles to make a significant impact, was a game-changer, quite literally. Launched in the late 70s, it brought the arcade experience home, offering a variety of games that appealed to a broad audience. Space Invaders, anyone? But the real revolution started in the mid-80s with the introduction of the Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES. It wasn't just a console, it was a cultural phenomenon. With its robust lineup of games including the now iconic Super Mario Bros. And The Legend of Zelda, the NES redefined what home gaming could be. It introduced us to sprawling game worlds, unforgettable characters, and stories that captured our imaginations. Fast forward to the mid-90s, and we have the PlayStation entering the scene. This console was a major leap forward in terms of graphical capabilities and game complexity. With its CD-ROM format, it offered games that were longer, more visually stunning, and more immersive than ever before. Titles like Final Fantasy VII and Metal Gear Solid became instant classics, showcasing the narrative and artistic potential of video games. These consoles and the games they brought to life not only changed the industry but also how we perceive gaming. They turned gaming from a simple pastime into a form of entertainment as valid and engaging as any movie or book. They made us players, yes, but also explorers, heroes, and storytellers. Consoles democratized gaming, making it accessible and appealing to a wider audience than ever before. They allowed us to engage with games on our terms, in our time, and in our space. They blurred the line between consumer and creator, giving us the tools and the platform to express ourselves and share our experiences. Consoles brought gaming into our living rooms, changing the way we interact with video games forever. While home consoles were making waves, a different kind of gaming was thriving in arcades across the world. In the late 70s and throughout the 80s, the popularity of arcade games surged, making them the beating heart of the gaming world. This was the golden age of arcade games, a time when gaming was as much about the experience as it was about the game itself. Arcades were filled with the pulsating energy of youth, the symphony of digital sound effects, and the hypnotic glow of screens. They were the social hubs of the gaming community where friendships were forged and rivalries born over the backdrop of iconic games. Speaking of iconic games, it was during this era that legends like Pac-Man and Donkey Kong emerged. Pac-Man, the little yellow circle gobbling up dots, became a cultural phenomenon, while Donkey Kong's thrilling platform action introduced us to a plucky plumber named Mario. These games were more than just a fun pastime. They were a testament to the creativity and innovation of the era, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible in gaming. They were also a shared experience, a communal event that brought people together. In an age before online multiplayer, these arcades were the original social gaming platforms. They offered a sense of camaraderie and competition that was hard to replicate at home. Arcades gave us a social gaming experience that was hard to replicate at home, creating a unique culture around gaming. As technology continued to advance, so did the complexity of our games. We were about to step into a whole new dimension. The transition from two-dimensional to three-dimensional gaming was like moving from a flat map to a globe. In a blink of an eye, our favorite pixelated characters stepped out of the flat screen and into a vibrant digital landscape full of depth and detail. This was a monumental shift, and it was all thanks to the technological advancements of the time. In the early days, games were limited by the hardware they were played on. But as technology evolved, so did the potential for more intricate and immersive gameplay. The advent of powerful processors and graphic cards allowed developers to render complex three-dimensional environments in real time. This was a significant leap forward, and it changed the game, quite literally. But it wasn't just about the technology. The shift to 3D gaming also had a profound impact on game design. Developers now had more tools at their disposal, allowing them to create more realistic and immersive worlds. They could simulate physics, create dynamic lighting, and even model characters down to the smallest detail. This opened up a world of possibilities for storytelling and gameplay that we hadn't seen before. The transition to 3D also had a significant impact on player immersion. Suddenly, players were not just observers, but active participants in these digital worlds. They could explore, interact, and even alter the game environment in ways that were not possible in two dimensions. This added a whole new layer of depth to the gaming experience, making it more engaging and immersive than ever before. The transition to 3D gaming was a pivotal moment in the history of video games. It changed the way we play, the way we design, and the way we experience games. It pushed the boundaries of what was possible, and it continues to inspire innovation in the gaming industry today. 3D gaming was a game changer, literally. It opened up new possibilities for storytelling and gameplay that we're still exploring today. So where do we go from here? What does the future hold for video games? As we step into the future, the gaming world continues to evolve, pushing the boundaries of technology and imagination to create immersive experiences unlike anything we've seen before. One of the key players in this evolution is virtual reality, or VR. Picture this: instead of simply controlling a character on a screen, you become the character. You're not just playing the game, you're living it. The possibilities for VR gaming are endless, transforming the way we play and revolutionizing the gaming experience. But VR isn't the only technology set to change the game. Augmented reality, or AR, is another major player. AR games merge the digital world with the physical one, creating a unique gaming experience that blends reality with fiction. Imagine battling aliens in your backyard or catching mythical creatures in your local park. With AR, the world becomes your playground. Then there's cloud gaming, a technology that promises to make gaming more accessible than ever before. With cloud gaming, you no longer need a high-end console or PC to play the latest games. All you need is a device with an internet connection. This could open up gaming to a whole new audience, transforming it from a niche hobby into a mainstream pastime. Of course, these are just a few of the technologies set to shape the future of gaming. As technology continues to evolve, who knows what the gaming landscape will look like in 10, 20, or even 30 years from now. But one thing's for sure, the future of gaming is bright. With technology constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible, we can expect to see more innovative and immersive gaming experiences than ever before. From VR and AR to cloud gaming and beyond, the possibilities are endless. As we look to the future, one thing is clear: the only limit to where gaming can go is our imagination. From Pong to PlayStation, arcades to VR, gaming has come a long way. We've traced the evolution of video games, witnessed the rise of consoles, and relived the golden age of arcades. We've explored the transition to three-dimensional gaming, and peeked into the future of this dynamic field. Our gaming journey has been an exciting one, filled with innovation, creativity, and endless fun. So next time you pick up a controller, remember the journey that brought us here. Who knows where we'll go next?